As Li Ying was pulled away by Zhu Wan, elsewhere in room 521 of the Juni Hotel, Manglu stood near the window, the very spot where she and Shen Yuan had first shared an intimate moment, staring out with a far-off expression. Shen Yuan emerged from the bathroom and, noticing her in a daze, inquired, "What's Coach Lu up to?" Gazing at the river and lost in thought, Manglu didn't respond immediately. She turned, offering a smile, and said, "It's odd. My training regimen and nutrition plan are meticulously designed, yet your progress has surpassed my predictions. You've gained weight and muscle far quicker than expected." Shen Yuan grinned at her words and replied, "Well, I'm not your average person." He then accessed the system panel to review his stats. Height, 182 centimeters, health value 70, BMI 20.8, body fat percentage 18.3%, immunity 70, brain activity level 71. Reflecting on the data, Shen Yuan mused to himself, "Consistent training has boosted both my immunity and brain activity. This physical regimen isn't just a task, it should become a lifelong habit. With so many people struggling with health these days, once my startup stabilizes, I should venture into society and build a career. Health is a promising field. It can enhance people's fitness, generate income, and steadily increase my reputation and influence." A short while later, after finishing his shower and dressing, Shen Yuan stepped out and said, "Coach Lu, don't wait up for me tonight. I've got other plans today." Manglu smoothed her hair upon hearing this and responded, "All right, go handle your business. I'll wait for your call." Inwardly she thought, "I prepare his workout gear and a hearty meal every morning, and it finally feels like I'm needed. Could I stay by his side like this forever?" Moments later, Shen Yuan reached his G63, pondering to himself, "Hui was the first to stand by me and has received little beyond a couple of multi-million-dollar handbags as a small gesture. Even Nana and Lulu, who came later, already have houses and cars. It's not entirely fair to her. I need to make it up to her properly today." Meanwhile, at a Hunan restaurant near the Foreign Affairs University's entrance, Minhui was dining with a couple. The woman asked, "Minhui, this place has great food. Do you and your classmates come here often?" Minhui smiled and replied, "Sometimes I come here with friends. Older sister, brother-in-law. Please have some more." The pair were Minhui's older cousin, Soen, and her husband, Jiang Zhen. Jiang Zhen inquired, "Minhui, what does your international studies major lead to after graduation? You're a junior now, so internships must be coming up, right?" Minhui answered, "Internships start next semester. I haven't even considered part-time jobs yet." Jiang Zhen advised, "You should plan ahead. You're at a second-tier school, so you need to think carefully." Minhui nodded and said, "Yes, I understand." Soen then asked, "By the way, Minhui, do you have a boyfriend yet? If you don't date in college, it'll be tough to find someone after entering the workforce." Hearing this, Jiang Zhen grinned and added, "Your cousin's right. My younger brother is a senior at Hunan University and has interned at a top 500 company. He's highly regarded by the leadership. With a degree, he can go full-time. Minhui, if you're single, you could get to know my brother." Minhui responded, "No need, brother-in-law. I already have a boyfriend." Soen, surprised, asked, "Since when? Why haven't we heard about this at home?" Minhui explained, "He's a classmate from university. We've only been together for a little over 2 weeks, so I haven't told the family yet." Jiang Zhen, adopting a serious tone, said, "Dating isn't a game. Your school is second tier, with few standout students and many average ones. If you settle for someone like that, life after graduation will be tough." Minhui replied, "Thank you for the advice, brother-in-law, but I'm confident about my future." Jiang Zhen adjusted his glasses, assuming an experienced air, and said, "Minhui, you haven't worked yet, so your perspective is limited. I'm just saying, college relationships often lead to jobs at small firms with modest salaries. You and your boyfriend will struggle. How will you save for a house or marriage? My cousin, on the other hand, graduated from Hunan University and works at a top 500 company." Soen interjected, "All right, Minhui has her own plans." Jiang Zhen, undeterred, said, "I'm just concerned her boyfriend's circumstances might make her suffer." Minhui laughed and said, "Older sister, brother-in-law, you really don't need to worry about me." She thought to herself, "Hunan University? Top 500? Those mean nothing compared to my Shen Yuan. I'm worried telling brother-in-law about Shen Yuan's situation would crush him." Standing up, Minhui said, "Older sister, I need to go now." Soen asked, surprised, "Got plans this afternoon?" Minhui smiled and replied, "My boyfriend is taking me to buy a house." Both Jiang Zhen and Soen were stunned. "Buy a house?" Jiang Zhen, sweating, said, "That's no joke. What kind of background does he have to buy you a house? Even in Xinjiang, where prices aren't as high as in top-tier cities, a house costs 1 or 2 million. His family wouldn't agree to buying a house before marriage unless they're foolish, right?" Minhui pointed outside and said, "It's no joke. I don't know his family's situation, but he's quite wealthy himself. Look, he's here." Soen and Jiang Zhen followed her gaze. Just then, Shen Yuan stepped out of his G63. He entered the restaurant, approached Minhui, and said, "Bao Bei, ready to go?" Minhui introduced them, saying, "Shen Yuan, this is my older cousin and brother-in-law." Shen Yuan turned, bowed politely, and said, "Sorry, I have an appointment with Hui to buy a house, so I can't stay today. I'll treat you both to dinner next time. This meal's on me." Soen replied, "You two go handle your business, no worries. We'll be family soon enough, and there'll be plenty of chances to meet." After exchanging greetings, Shen Yuan and Minhui left. Jiang Zhen, still in disbelief, muttered, "Really? They're actually buying a house?" Soen responded, "He drives a 3 million yuan car. Buying a house wouldn't be a stretch. And here you were, flaunting your superiority and trying to set Minhui up with your cousin." Covering her face in embarrassment, she added, "Today was utterly humiliating, disgraceful to our ancestors, Jiang Zhen." Jiang Zhen blushed deeply but stayed silent. After some time, Shen Yuan and Hui completed the house purchase. He handed her the red property certificate, saying, "Here you go, Hui. This 166 square meter apartment is fully furnished with high-end decor and includes 2 parking spaces. The total cost of 3.02 million has been paid in full. You're a homeowner now." Minhui's cheeks flushed as she took the certificate, saying, "Shen Yuan, I'm at a loss for words." Shen Yuan looked at her, thinking, "This purchase netted 64 million. After accounting for the properties Tong X gave me, my liquid cash flow is now 3.179 million. Leaning close to her ear, he whispered, "Don't know what to say? Later, I'll pick a Japanese film for you. You're so clever, you'll master it in no time." Minhui blushed and said, "You're terrible." Her favorability score rose to 93. Seeing this, Shen Yuan chuckled to himself, thinking, "Minhui's favorability went from 91 to 93. It'll take more time and effort to reach 100. Tonight, I'll have my little brother step up and aim for another point or two." Elsewhere, in the women's dormitory, Jing Han sprawled on her bed, sending a string of messages. "Hello, Senior Chen. What are you up to, Senior? I'd love your advice on starting a business." After waiting ages without a reply, she wondered. Shen Yuan added me as a friend, but he doesn't respond to my messages. What's going on? She told herself. No matter how busy he is, he should have time to reply. Someone who always despises sycophants like me has become the kind of person I can't stand. Her roommates were gossiping about Shen Yuan too. One said, "Sisters, don't get hung up on him. There's too much competition, it's pointless chasing Shen Yuan." Another added, "We're all in good shape here. Why lower ourselves for him when we can find great partners?" The third agreed. Exactly. Let's focus on studying, reading, and passing exams. Getting more certificates matters. Come on, let's hit the library for materials. Jing Han thought to herself, aren't they just secretly working on a business plan while pretending it's about books? Why the act? Getting out of bed, she mused. A top-tier tycoon with hundreds of millions in assets who wouldn't be smitten. I'm no different, so I can't judge. She headed to her desk, thinking, first, I'll finish the startup plan. Back with Shen Yuan, he asked while tapping his phone, "Hui, have you thought about your future plans?" Minhui replied, "Not really. Maybe I'll apply to the startup zone?" Shen Yuan turned to her and said, "That's not a bad idea, but I have other industries. I'll set something up for you." Minhui nodded, saying, "Okay." Seeing her agree, Shen Yuan sighed in relief, thinking, Minhui's the clingy type. If she's checking on me at school daily, I'll have no room to grow. To build my team step by step, she can't be around all the time. He raised his phone, already playing an adult film, and said, "Didn't you want to learn some island nation techniques? Let's see Saika Kawakita, Machiko Ono, Mizuki Yayoi, which teacher do you pick?" Minhui, shocked, asked, "Shen Yuan, how do you know so much?" He smiled and said, "I just looked it up online. How else would I know?" Minhui said, "Fine, I'll close my eyes and choose one randomly." 20 minutes later, after studying several adult films, Minhui began practicing. Using her soft assets, she massaged Shen Yuan, gently moving back and forth, and whispered, "Shen Yuan, how's it feel? Do you like it?" Shen Yuan moaned in pleasure. "Oh, baby, keep going." Seeing his reaction, Minhui thought happily, "I can't believe I actually learned this. This way, he'll want me more, right?" Shen Yuan, noticing her effort, thought, "Is she working this hard for me? Give me a dozen more girls like her." The next morning, while Shen Yuan was still asleep, his phone rang. Answering it, he heard Liu Hong's urgent voice. "Shen Yuan, hurry up! Get over here quick!" Half asleep, Shen Yuan mumbled, "Hong, we're brothers. What's the rush? What's wrong?" Liu Hong snapped, "No time for nonsense. I sent you the location. Just get here fast." Sensing his tone, Shen Yuan grew concerned.